60% of the world population still live in countries that apply the death penalty. While EU countries abolished it decades ago, the practice survives in many regions. NGOs, legal experts and witnesses gathered in Brussels for the 7th World Congress Against Death Penalty to urge the international community to stop the capital punishment, and here's how Europe could take the lead. Europeans are still at risk of being sentenced to death. It might sound shocking, but this is exactly what happened to Spaniard Joaquin Martinez. He ended up on death row in Florida for 3 years, all because of judicial error. After international pressure, his case was revised and he was found not guilty.
It's not enough to be innocent. You need to have a good team of attorneys. You need to have enough money for resources. You need to have the media behind you. You need to have institutions behind you. And what really changed my perception towards death penalty was seeing the faces of those on death row, but also seeing the faces of their families, the other victims that are never spoken about.
The US is one of 52 countries that still apply the death penalty. As the 7th World Congress Against Death Penalty takes place in Brussels, MEPs suggest to link EU funding available under the so-called Cotonou Agreement to the abolition of capital punishment in African, Caribbean and Pacific countries, but it might be not so simple.
That should be done in any case, but a Cotonou Agreement is not at all favorable for the countries it's concluded with. So I understand that the governments are hesitating to accept additional conditions.
The agreement will be renegotiated in 2020. The question is if the next European Commission will set human rights as its priority. Pressure or culture shift seems to be taking root across the Mediterranean. The African continent is moving toward abolition, as 4/5 of its countries got rid of the death penalty. Elena Cavallone, Euronews, Brussels.